Thank you. All right, stream. It sounds like Alta Biscuit is having issues with his internet, so we might not be able to show Trauma Center at this point in the marathon. And what we're going to do is attempt to fill time here in the meantime. I believe the next scheduled run after Trauma Center is Ghouls and Ghosts, and Aquas is around and ready to do that. Is that what I'm hearing?
We need confirmation on that still.
We're waiting on confirmation of Aquas.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we've got some time to fill here. I guess I can ramble, install a little bit while we set up. Oh, people are calling for a golden run, like I have other games. I gave you guys Zooming Secretary. Oh no. First of all, you should be banned for even bringing
I'm
that
sorry.
up.
Let me unmute myself. I
That
said
was
Mega Man 6, everyone.
I'm traumatized. You know I can ban you from this mumble, right?
Then who's gonna restream your FF6, man?
Final Fantasy 6?
Yeah,
I'll
man.
do that. I'll be in on that race. Okay. Anyway, aside from the games that I could show that would be not worth your time, we'll try to find something that we actually can show here. I just want to say thanks to everybody again who donated for JRTA2. Ohon and Bacord are coming to AGDQ because you guys donated and made it possible. So thank you for your donations there. We're still accepting donations throughout the rest of the weekend. Those donations are going to Doctors Without Borders. They are not going to pad our pockets or anything like that, or to bring additional runners even beyond the ones that we had initially requested. So just know that if you do donate during the remainder of the marathon, it's going to Doctors Without Borders. Other than that, one thing I would point out is that this Ghouls and Ghosts block that's coming up here very shortly is going to be an entertaining one that you don't want to miss. Aquas is playing Ghouls and Ghosts. He has demonstrated on a couple of different platforms that he is good at Ghouls and Ghosts. And then after that, we have probably one of the most hyped up and anticipated races of this weekend. We have Dice and Malcolm playing Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And if you're not familiar with Dice and Malcolm, two of the greatest to ever play the game from Japan. And it is a showdown that I think a lot of people would have been excited to see live at AGDQ, but instead we're getting it early. We're getting it at JRTA, and it'll be exciting to see how they do. All right, Aquas is setting up right now, so we are going to go forward with Ghouls and Ghosts, it looks like. People have been asking about VODs as well. VODs will be up right after the marathon is over. So if you follow us at JRTA Marathon on Twitter, we'll keep you in the loop as to when the videos are posted. So do that, and then you'll know for sure. Could I speedrun Super Castlevania? No. I don't know how else to answer that, Q. I'm sorry. Let's go on a Twitch date in the meantime. Put my webcam up, Supreme. Let's do that. I'm excited for that one. Can we get some painting with CFB? Now that's something we could probably arrange. All right. So it looks like Aquas is going to go live. We're going to continue on jumping over Trauma Center, unfortunately, because of the internet issues. We could possibly work that in at some point later on as well. We'll see. But for the meantime, we're going to go forward with the Ghouls and Ghosts block. And Aquas is ready to go, I believe, very shortly here. So stick around. All right, this is the part where I just ramble and say things, right? I will do you all a favor and go over all of the uh, file names that are still out there and give you an update on how those are doing. So tomorrow morning, for those of you that will be up bright and early, there is a beautiful game called Dragon Quest III. And if you don't know about Dragon Quest III, what you need to know is that it is the Japanese equivalent of Mario 64 when it comes to speedrunning. You know how everybody seems to know Mario 64? Everybody in Japan seems to know how to play Dragon Quest III. We have one brave American, Cleared Sonic, who has decided to devote himself to Dragon Quest III, and he is doing a run of that tomorrow morning at 8:30 Eastern. And with that run, he is going to have character names chosen by donations, and the top 4 names will be selected. The catch is that the names have to be in Japanese. So currently we have Bob Ross has $10, Babu Rasu. We have Chinko with $106, and we have Twigu with $96. And there is not even a 4th name. So if you wanted to donate, you could be in the running for one of the 4 names. In addition to that, we also have Final Fantasy VI as our finale game on Sunday. And the way that we're going to do Final Fantasy VI names is that each player has 10 characters that they can give a name to throughout the run. And we are going to take the top 10 names that receive the most money and use those as character names. And we'll let the players choose who they name which of the 10. So they won't all necessarily have the same names. It'll be up to them. But currently, we have guaranteed that Do the Thing, each one of those is going to be a name, Do the and Thing, because that was our big donation earlier in the marathon. And then in addition to that, we have Anime with $10 and Yuna with $20. So there are still 5 open slots for names for Final Fantasy VI as well. So that is the situation with file names. I'm going to link the schedule and incentives in the stream as well. All right, I have no idea what's going on, so I'm gonna try to figure out what we're doing and then update you as soon as I know.
Yeah, still no sign of Aqua's stream being up.
All right, it says he says he's going live now. And he's going to stay out of the call, so it should just be game audio only, I think.
What's up, guys?
Hello, hello.
Howdy.
All right, so it does look like we are going to go with the Ghouls and Ghosts block. And we actually, as a result of that, we're pretty much right back on schedule. So we will have Ghouls and Ghosts and then SG and G. And Gary is going to join the call too. Hello.
Hey,
Welcome.
thanks. I hope y'all are excited for this game. It's great.
Looks like this is the Genesis version.
Uh, looks like some sort of arcade version, actually.
Actually, I have no idea.
The thing with Aquas is he loves this game and he runs like every version, so sometimes it's
Right.
hard to tell. I'm pretty sure this is some arcade port, though. It doesn't look like Genesis.
Okay, arcade version. Alright, well, that's cool.
So I don't know 100% about this version, but
Right.
both me and Rafi did run this for a little while earlier this year.
We ran the Genesis version, or the Mega Drive.
Mm-hmm. It's mostly the same.
Yeah, it's basically the same game. I think the Genesis version is a little... He says it's harder to run, but I don't know. I haven't played the arcade version, so I can't say. But yeah, he's really good at every version of this game. He's got a really run for like each.
Yeah, no one really
I don't know how
compares
he
too
does
much to Aquas. He is just as ridiculous at this game. The thing about this game is there's just so much, both small luck and big luck. Like
Yeah.
there are so many things that can screw you over in massive ways, but there's small instances as well.
Supreme wants, Aquas wants, I can't say words. Aquas wants to know when he's good to go. Okay. All right, he's off.
Awesome.
Like Gary said, there's a ton of luck in this game. So a lot of it is just like adjusting to the luck and like being able to react to whatever that's thrown at you. It's sort of like, I think of it like as Zelda 1 sort of, where you just like it's all adjusting pretty much. That's like the major skill of it.
The thing with this game is you obviously want certain weapons. For the first 2 stages, he is more than likely going to stick with the lance, but in stage 3 there's a good opportunity to farm for the dagger. And the dagger is a much better weapon. You can just spam a lot more of them and kill a lot of bosses quickly. Plus with gold armor it's very useful for 1.5 and 2.5. Well, you don't have it in 2.5, but...
Just saw that damage boost, it saves a lot of time. Not having to run around.
This fight's pretty sick. This is actually one of the instances that's different from the Mega Drive version that we're used to. This fight is much tougher on the arcade.
That's pretty good. If you die to that boss, you have to start like way back. So it's kind of risky. You can do like I think if you could stand close and kill him a little faster, but it's not worth to do. Marathon run.
This is Turtle Mountain. There's just a lot of different patterns you can get there, and you want to try and keep your armor. And sometimes it's harder than others. There's a lot of small movement things you can do there, like he got a small movement boost from like jumping off the very tip of the quicksand. This is the first red Aramer fight. There are a few interesting ways to deal with the Aramers. You can throw up and hit him the first couple times, and then you're able to sort of get him backwards as he's jumping towards you. All these fire bat spawns are pretty random as well. It's just small things like that. Every enemy is going to do somewhat different things.
Really clean fight.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be the opportunity that he's going to be going for the dagger. These little gargoyle mirror guys occasionally will hold the jars of weapons. There's a lot of different weapons they could give you, and almost all of them are just terrible.
Right. I think there's a good chance to get the dagger, but I don't believe you get it every time. But even if he doesn't get it, I'm pretty sure Aquas can continue with like any weapon he gets.
Yep. Aquas knows all the backups. Oh, he lost gold armor.
Yeah.
But at least he got the dagger, it looks like. So, without armor, he can get it back. He just needs to have, like, all the chests spawn where he wants them. The reason why the gold armor is good is because it gives you the magic abilities, and you can charge up your magic shots. And with the dagger, it gives you like double firing, essentially, because you have like a shadow clone.
Yeah, you pretty much get double firing power. Kill stuff twice as fast.
The gargoyle tongues are pretty ridiculous. You can
Yeah.
clip through some of them and jump like through their mouths, but they can also instantly kill you. He went for a chest jump. There's some chest that just spawns in the air that you can jump off of, but you have to jump on the right timing or else it just pushes you down. This boss, he does a few different things. You didn't really get to see it. He'll do like big loops or he'll go right for you. This stage has some pretty cool stuff. I'm not sure if he's going to take the intentional deaths or not, because he likes to do some 1cc stuff and try and beat the game on 1 continue. But there are some damage boosts he could take to get through this area quicker.
He got hit, so it looks like he's probably gonna kill himself at the checkpoint. So at least, yeah.
Yep. The stage is pretty cool. This next section, he is going to take damage and fall pretty much all the way down.
Big skip.
This skips so much of the level. and
Makes it a lot easier.
dropped straight down.
I guess we should talk about movement. We didn't mention it. Jumping is a bit faster than just walking. I think it's like 12% or something like that.
It's something pretty noticeable.
Yeah.
You want to jump as much as you can.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's not ideal because you only have so much control over your jumps.
right.
In midair, you can kind of screw yourself over.
Yeah, jumps in the Ghouls and Ghosts games are like committed. Like if you make a jump, you can't like stop your momentum or anything like that. So you have to be careful. Pick your spots. Oh, this stage is pretty crazy, especially casually. It's a bunch of armors. They got stuck in the wall there, but he finished them.
Yeah, seeing Aquas handle these armors, it really makes you aware of like why he's the best at this
Yeah,
game.
it's a lot harder than he's making it look.
They do not like to behave.
And
So,
yeah, go ahead.
he once again took an intentional death at the spawn to get his armor back. It was just faster than killing the orcs and climbing up the ladders. You're gonna be seeing that guy a few times in this run. One neat thing about using your magic is you get like a brief window of invulnerability, so you can sort of time it well so you don't take damage and you can spam quickly, so you'll take out those heads pretty fast. You only need to kill the first, God, it's been so long I don't even remember what that guy's name is anymore. This area is pretty infamous for this last gargoyle bat just spawning like the worst items possible. Beelzebub can do so many terrible things, but Aquas got pretty lucky. That's loop 1.
I'm not sure exactly what loop 2 changes. Here's Prin Prin. If it's like Super Ghouls and Ghosts, I know things get a little bit tougher. Like the enemies are like more aggressive, I guess.
They're more aggressive, just based off memory from a year ago. There are like more vultures in this stage, and some of the patterns are just different.
Yeah, it's coming back to me. But yeah, it's basically the same though.
It changes a little bit because he has Dagger now, so he can take out some bosses a little bit more efficiently. But he's going to be trading out that Dagger pretty soon for the Goddess Bracelet.
Surprised he's I would have suicided there, but I don't know if he's got any more. Oh, he's only got one more life, so.
Mm-hmm.
So this is gonna be a little tough. Not gonna be able to do the damage boost till the stage.
Whoops. That happens.
He'll be fine though.
Obviously, it goes without saying, but the series is pretty ridiculously tough, so seeing him just breeze through it is really neat.
Actually, I think forget. There's one level where you can't get the nice catch in. I can't remember which one it is. The little text that shows when you catch the thing.
You know, I never really paid much attention to that, so I don't even know what causes it to not happen.
Yeah. I don't remember which level, but there's a level where I think he explained it in his GDQ run.
So we see the dagger, the goddess bracelet, and the lance, but there are a few other weapons, like the axe. The axe is really bad, the torch is bad. There's also the sword, which is just...
Yeah, it's the
I don't
worst.
even think you can beat the game with the sword. I don't remember, is the stage 4 boss possible with the sword?
I don't think so. I don't think you can hit it at one of the eyes or whatever.
Mm-hmm. That is one difference from the Mega Drive and the arcade, is you can get an extra life here.
Gotta be cognizant of where he kills enemies, because if he kills them at a bad spot, he might accidentally pick up the weapon, so be able to avoid those.
Those walls are really weird, kind of a strange tangent, but you can actually just like walk into them and clip it and die for no reason. There's a lot of strangeness in here.
Those platforms are super wonky. Like if you can like miss it, but like still get like put on the platform.
Mm-hmm. He's really good at that fight.
I don't think did he even do the doppelganger thing? I don't
No, he
think
didn't do it that time. I don't think we really mentioned just how ridiculous this level is with taking damage, but you can't jump in like most of the level because you'll get hit by the crystals on the top of the screen. That's part of why he does take that damage boost there, is like are just so few opportunities to get out of the way. There's also some enemies that he's intentionally despawning by having like projectiles on screen. Ooh, that was kind of risky.
Looks like he jumped before he did the damage. I don't know if he meant to do that, or it looks like it shot high or something. I don't know.
I feel like he just tried to salvage it.
Yeah, it looks like the enemy shot high and he tried to jump. Now he's gonna have to be careful. He's got no lives.
Mm-hmm.
So. God.
This boss is so nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's totally random where he spawned and what he decides to do.
And then you got all the little tiny bugs after you too. A lot of those things are going for you.
But after
There's
you
a
kill,
safe spot.
yeah, after you kill the left ones, you can just sit there. Be fun.
So he's gonna trade out his dagger for the goddess bracelet here. He needs gold armor, I believe, and then he's gonna go and open the next chest. Ooh.
I don't think he can get it with his chest now.
Yeah, he's gonna get it a little bit later on, I guess.
Yeah, he's really worried about. He really wants that 1 CC, so he's gonna be super safe.
So he's intentionally not opening some of the chests. He already knows more or less what the contents are going to be. The contents are determined by like whether you have your armor or if you're taking a hit and stuff like that.
There's a set order.
I think it's actually the same order in Super Ghouls and Ghosts as well, if I remember right.
A little bit different because there's like a different armor you can get in between, but armor, whatever it's called.
So he needs to keep his armor here, or else he's going to be kind of not SOL, but it's not going to be good.
Yeah, you can't actually beat this level without having the magic bracelet. I think it sends you right back to the beginning, but he's
Okay, so that's good. He'll be fine.
that's a pretty cool strat. He charges up the knife before picking up the bracelet. Oh god.
That's so terrible.
Are you serious? Oh,
Okay, you
he's
got
fine.
it back.
I thought he was screwed there.
Some sword swag.
He can kill this boss really quick, the strat. But it looks like he didn't nail it.
Beelzebub is a terrible boss.
Really annoying to fight. Kill him though.
Oh no.
That's really unfortunate. Man. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Like that, you can't. I'm pretty sure that that's like an undodgeable pattern. You can't shoot the magic bracelet fast enough.
Mhm.
Yeah, this game is really brutal in terms of luck. See? So yeah, that was a way better pattern.
Yeah. Lucifer can be kind of a joke sometimes. Right
Yeah.
there.
It's like a GNG thing to make like the final boss harder than the one before it. I mean, easier.
Mm-hmm. Overall, a really solid run. Kind of unfortunate that Beelzebub was kind of an idiot at the end, but what can you do? Oh. Yeah, I don't know what timing the JRTA would be. Let's assume it finished about 15 seconds ago.
I would have stopped it on the kiss myself.
That's a good time, dude.
Yeah, that's what me and Gary did. The hug or the kiss.
Yeah.
Love is over.
Yeah. That was a game time.
About done on the kiss, man.
Song is pretty sick.
Mm-hmm. Best part of Ghouls and Ghosts is you get to find out her sizes.
Oh yeah.
Prin.
Love Prin.
It's really rewarding. The series is really good about giving you the rewarding endings.
Nice.
So yeah, that was a good run. Thank you, Aquas.
Yeah,
Sure.
thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We are.
Up next is the sequel to this game. Yeah.
Correct. They're
they're
both
not-
streaming game audio only, I think. Yeah, so this race that's coming up here between Dice and Malcolm is one that you'll want to watch because we've got two of Japan's finest players. This is a race that, like I said before, I think a lot of people have kind of dreamed of, or like that, you know, they've wanted to see it in one way or another if they're familiar with Dice or